Prime Minister Modi carrying out an aerial survey. Some live images coming in. Prime Minister Modi there, right in the chopper, carrying out the aerial survey. Remember, he's been accompanied by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee as well as the Governor of West Bengal. Here is Prime Minister assessing and evaluating the situation with a map in hand, assessing, looking at the damage, of course, inputs of which officials will be using to draw out, chalk out a proper plan to revive battered West Bengal. Currently, an evaluation survey is underway. Here, first images coming in of Prime Minister Narendra Modi right from inside the chopper, where he is carrying out an aerial survey. Remember, this is the first visit of Prime Minister Modi right after the lockdown was announced. He has stepped out for the first time in 80-odd days. Prime Minister Modi there taking a good look at what's happening in West Bengal. In fact, visuals coming in, live visuals of the aerial survey coming in from West Bengal. Prime Minister along with Mamata Banerjee carrying out the aerial survey just as we speak. Here are live visuals. Remember, West Bengal has not seen this kind of cyclone at least for the last 238 years. That's the estimate. Experts say this is the worst hit cyclone, worst cyclone that West Bengal, Odisha has faced over 2 centuries, quite literally. Here we're looking at Prime Minister Modi taking a quick decision to come in and aid the state government of West Bengal in rescue and relief operations, and the first visit after the coronavirus lockdown was announced. He's come forward to show some support, give a booster to the West Bengal government and show his support, more importantly extending help to the state government, saying no stone will be unturned just to ensure every single need of West Bengal currently will be catered to. It's more likely, even though West Bengal government has now set aside almost 1,000 crores in immediate relief and rescue operation funding, they are expected to be seeking for additional financial aid and package for flood relief from the centre as well. Here, the centre and the state working hand in hand. We're looking at Mamata Banerjee along with Prime Minister Modi. First shots of Prime Minister Modi coming in from inside the chopper, even as he carries out an aerial survey with a map in hand. He's taking a good look at the situation on ground. First images on India Today. We're looking at visuals coming in of Prime Minister Narendra Modi just as he peeps out the chopper. He's got a map in hand, a reflective mirror just to see what's the right picture on ground. We're looking at the areas completely inundated. In fact, this is indeed the worst affected floods West Bengal has seen in the recent times, at least over 2 centuries. 238 years later, a cyclone like this hits West Bengal, Odisha. Paulavi joining us for more details. Paulavi, we're getting first images of Prime Minister Modi on the chopper, carrying out an aerial survey with Mamata Banerjee, keeping politics aside, ensuring coordination right at this moment of need. West Bengal battered.
Absolutely. The Prime Minister has in fact stepped out from Delhi after a very, very long time. It's close to 83 days, and the Prime Minister today is going to be, he's of course in West Bengal, and he's going to be in Odisha later in the day as well. Currently, of course, conducting an aerial survey of those areas which have been very badly impacted and have been inundated by the cyclonic storm which West Bengal witnessed over the last couple of days, and the rains that continue in various parts of West Bengal as an aftermath of the cyclonic storm, which is of course blown over into Bangladesh. Yesterday, Mamata Banerjee, of course, before the arrival of the Prime Minister, spoke with the media as well. She, of course, spoke about the death, the destruction, the devastation, and of course the loss of lives that West Bengal has suffered as a result of the situation on the ground. This has been a double whammy, of course, for the states of West Bengal and Odisha. Already people are reeling because of the impact of COVID-19. They've been locked down, businesses have suffered, the economic losses are something which we're only coming to terms with right now, and they continue revenue losses. And at a time like this, to have been struck by a cyclone which has again, brought the infrastructure crumbling down and on its knees, has been something that, of course, the state is currently grappling with. It is, of course, assessing the situation. The central team will be going to West Bengal to assess the situation. Yesterday itself, there were 21 teams of the NDRF in West Bengal, but West Bengal then requisitioned 4 more teams of the NDRF because the scale of the restoration work is huge. The impact is huge, and they're still currently trying to, work around that in order to ensure that people are back on their feet, that, businesses can be back on their feet when the rest of the country slowly starts coming back on their feet. West Bengal has been put behind by a few, steps. So they have a lot more in terms of restoration work to do right now. Mamata Banerjee herself, of course, said when she spoke with the media that she herself has never seen such a cyclone. She was shocked and surprised as well. She said that, they have, of course, contacted tree cutters and machines. They've asked for them from the jails and the port in West Bengal as well. So that is something which they're currently working on. The death toll, of course, she confirmed, stands at 80 in West Bengal. So it is, the state is battered in several parts. Bridges have been washed away. There's a lot of destruction. There has been a lot of breaching of embankments as well, swamping of completely inundation of low-lying areas in the state as well. Of course, the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister will be having an administrative meeting after this as well in Boshihat itself. He is, of course, surveying the areas of North and South 24 Parganas, and then in Boshihat there will be a meeting where he will, of course, get a brief from the state officials over there. The Chief Secretary is going to be present. The Chief Secretary has been talking to the Cabinet Secretary through video conference. Yesterday itself, there was a meeting of the National Crisis Management Committee as well. The NDRF is present in that meeting. NGMA was present in that meeting. The Chief Secretaries of both states, West Bengal and Odisha, were present in that meeting, and they briefed the Cabinet Secretary about what all they've been able to assess in terms of loss of lives and the devastation and destruction, the economic impact of it. Like I said, an assessment will continue over a period of time, but that is when, during that meeting, they requisitioned 4 teams of the NDRF, which is 4 more teams of the NDRF, and the Cabinet Secretary immediately approved the same, and by the evening, these 4 teams were being airlifted, 2 from Chennai and 2 from Pune for Kolkata. Kolkata Airport, as you know, has also been quite devastated. There was a complete destruction and damage to a hangar at the airport itself, and a private aircraft which was parked under that hangar was damaged. There were reports earlier that Air India aircraft were possibly damaged in the cyclonic storm, but Air India's AMD, Dhankhar, has confirmed that no Air India aircraft had in fact been damaged as a result of the cyclonic storm. So yes, they have suspended airport operations for a couple of days until they get back up on their feet, because international flyers are coming in under Vande Bharat. Domestic operations are to start on Monday. So there's a lot of work that West Bengal needs to do in order to get back up on its feet, and that is currently the assessment that, of course, the Prime Minister is doing right now with the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister has herself told media persons before the arrival of the Prime Minister at Dhankhar Airport in Kolkata that they will be going to areas like Mamata, surveying these areas, of course, Sandesh Kholi, Namkhana, Goshaba, Kultoli, Kulpi, Kakdeep and Palta. These are the areas which they will be surveying, because these are the areas which have been badly impacted as a result of the cyclonic storm. She of course mentioned that 2 political parties can have their differences, but this is not the time for that. She had herself requested and hoped that the Prime Minister will visit and see the devastation that has happened in West Bengal, because obviously funds will have to be requisitioned from the central government in order to help the state back up. And that is what is happening right now. So the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister of West Bengal right now taking an aerial survey in order to see, the damage and the level of destruction,
right,
so that obviously the central government can make a complete economic assessment in terms of how much to release in terms
right,
of funds to get West Bengal up on its feet, like I said.
Right, Pallavi, thank you very much for joining us with those details.